Hello, welcome back to the chaos that is Shiny and Books. Today I'm back with a TBR video. I haven't done these in a while, but if you're new here, a couple of years ago, 3, 4 maybe, started doing a spin on the TBR jar. So I'm doing 10 pin bowling, which is my TBR. So I have a TBR jar with a bunch of prompts. I'm pulling out 10, putting one prompt onto a pin, and then I bowl a ball. Whatever I knock down, I have to find a book to fulfill that prompt. So let's do it for February. All right, so let's pull out 10 prompts. Oh, I haven't done this for like 6 months. I don't even know what's still in here, but my son is very excited to help me do the bowling part. So I need to get going. All right, the first one is set somewhere I want to visit. I'm going to have to use this to show you set somewhere I want to visit. Okay, number 2. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of this one. Matches my makeup, but I don't have, I put this one in here because I used to do like bright eyeshadow looks, but I'm not doing that. So I feel like that I can't really have. All right. Oh, okay. I pulled out 2, so I'm going to use both. The blue one says an author I've loved before. There we go. An author I'd loved before. And the green one that fell out at the same time says, okay, easy. Hello. This one says paperback, but I cannot get it to focus. All right. I should hold it up here so you can see. All right. The next one is, uh-oh. This one says horror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 more. Right. Pink. The colors mean nothing. It's just randomly what paper I printed it on. Oh, this one, he's not entirely dressed, but it says matches Kian's outfit. So I have to choose a book that matches your outfit if I knock that one down. Okay, next. Okay, another pink one. I stole this one from Kayla's Buzzword readathon a few years ago, but who, what, where, when, why, or how in the title. I need 4 more. Oh, okay, this one says recent purchase, which I haven't purchased that much recently, but okay. This one says, ooh, this one says a used book. Also, don't look at my gross nails. Okay, I need 2 more. Okay. Oh, I guess these are the last 2 since they both popped out. Okay, the yellow one says, oh, okay. This one has an epilogue. The green one says, ooh, like this one. Short book. Okay, let's bowl. All right, pins are ready. Pin, you can go for it if you want to. Oh, okay. Stop. Hang on, I've got to count them. All right, I think I've organized all of the books that fit the prompts. I knocked over 6. He's going to play in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I knocked over 6. So before I get into those, let me go through my general reading plans. So first up for book clubs, I'll talk about my own book club, which I was terrible at hosting the second half of the year. 2025, just redo. So we're starting in February, and the February book is Blob by Maggie Sue. I don't have a physical copy, nor could I work it into the TBR prompts that I knocked down. But basically it is, it's only just come out, by the way, so I can knock the discussion if I'm doing one back further. I'll leave a link to the story graph because we can do a group buddy read. I think there's like 15 spots, which I doubt I'll go over, but if I do, I'll have to change it from a buddy read to a read along. I don't know how exactly it works. I've never done this, but I figured it would be good this year because if I am delayed with the live show or I can't do the live show, then at least we've got the buddy read to read along together. I need to start that soon. Basically, it is about this woman who finds this blob on the side of the road and she takes it home and then starts molding it into the perfect boyfriend, and it like comes alive. I think it sounds really weird and I'm really excited for it. So that is the February book if you would like to read along. Also, if you do want to know upcoming books, I have posted it on the Instagram for the next 6 months. But if you haven't seen that, or if you don't have Instagram, I will go through it quickly now. Blob is February. The Baby Dragon Cafe is for March. April, May, and June is very romance heavy. I have some new releases that I want to read with everyone because the book club is pretty much just me forcing my friends to read the books that I want to read. So I know I said I wasn't going to read a lot of romance this year, but we do have a romance heavy quarter for the book club. So April is the new Abby Jimenez book, Say You'll Remember Me. May is once again the new Emily Henry. Did that in May last year. It was really fun. And then June is going to be the new Ashley Herring Blake called Dream On Ramona Riley. I'll be putting the pictures up, I'm sure. And so that is my book club. The other thing I like to participate in is the Buzzword Readathon. This year there's 2 editions of Kayla's Buzzword Reading Challenge. The regular one where you have to find a book with a word or a group of words in the title, and then there is a picture one where you have to find a picture in the cover, which I love. I'm so excited. And then, so February, what is it again? So February's buzzword, word one, is water related words, and the book cover challenge is a skyline. So I did see Kayla posting about this one. I think that it's like a members book club thing, is Watermoon, which I did have on my anticipated releases, and I have it on hold from my library, but I feel like perhaps I won't get it in time. So maybe I'll read this at the end of February or into March. I'm still going to count it. Let me just look up my holds. I haven't had the best luck with library holds lately. There's one book, a nonfiction, that I've had on hold from my library, and I've had it on hold multiple times, and every single time the person has lost it. There's 2 copies, and both of them says that they just are way overdue and haven't been returned. Okay, I'm third in the queue for Watermoon. It's by Samantha Soto Yambao, and I need to look it up. I feel like I saw that this author was Filipino. I think maybe Jan posted that. Okay, there's 8 holds on it, and I am number 3. There's only 2 copies though. I feel like I won't get it in time. It's fine. Anyway, then for other book clubs, I was able to fit some of these in. It's a stretch, but apparently everyone is reading the new Grady Hendrix in February. So I'm going to count that for the prompt of an author I've loved before, because that was one of the ones that I knocked down. So the new book is called Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. The US cover is so pretty. I like it way better than the Australian one. I did try and get a copy from the publisher, but I did not get sent one, which is fine. It's totally fine. I don't think any of my libraries have it. Let me check that right now. But basically, Grady Hendrix, this is my stretch author I've loved before, because the book that I've read from him previously was the one with the peaches on the front. I read it for my book club, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. There was things I loved about it, and there was things that I was like, I don't know about that. So I don't know about author I've loved before, but author I've enjoyed before. So we're stretching it. Oh, there's 9 holds and they've only got 1 copy. I'm going to put it on hold anyway. 9 holds for 1 copy is not good odds. I should have checked. Last time I checked, they didn't have one. Okay, let me check my other library. They don't have it. Okay. Anyway, try and get that somewhere, because I think Kayla's book clubs are reading it. I'm pretty sure I saw Jan's book club reading it, and a bunch of different like Patreon book clubs are also picking it. Apparently all the cool kids are reading it, and I want to read it too. That one I think is about a bunch of pregnant teens who go to this home where I guess they're supposed to like give birth in secret, and they stumble upon magic. And I'm super excited for that one because it does sound like it's up my alley. All right, now for the books that I have physically got here. I've got a couple that I'm actually in the middle of that I didn't finish in January, but I managed to make them fit. So the first one for the prompt horror, you're just going to have to believe me because I'm not going to try and get this to focus again. I have The Reformatory by Tananarive Due. This one's a really long one. So I am in the middle of it. I'm really, really loving it. Or I'm loving the writing. The subject matter is not the best. Basically, we are following this young boy who gets sent away to this school called the Reformatory. I think there's like paranormal things happening, but he is a young black boy who is sent to this school where they, I think, are going to be greatly mistreated. I've literally only read like a chapter or 2. The next one for recent purchase. This one's not super recent, but I also don't buy books that often. But this is one of the last books that I remember purchasing for myself. I did post a book haul recently, and it was like all the books that I bought myself in the last 6 months. So this was like a few months ago, but I don't buy books all that often. But this is Welcome to the Hunam Dong Bookshop by Huang Bo Rem. I'm partway through this. I've been sprinkling this in with the heavier books that I've been reading because this is more cozy and like these are more heavy. This one is about this woman who is opening up a bookshop and all the things that come along with that. It's quite just slow moving, just very like, I don't know, I guess just like seeing their lives. So I'm excited to continue this one to use for that prompt. Next up, a very simple one. I knocked down paperback. For this one, I'm going to be counting The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. This one I'm meant to be buddy reading and I am behind. So this is like a sapphic cozy fantasy, I think. I honestly don't know anything about it other than that. Honey Witch is cursed to never find true love, but when she meets a woman who doesn't believe in magic, she dares to hope for more. Her grandmother whisks her away to the tiny isle of Innisfree with an offer to train her as the next Honey Witch. She accepts immediately, but her newfound magic and independence come with a price. No one can fall in love with the Honey Witch. And then we meet this other character, a notoriously grumpy skeptic who doesn't believe in magic. She shows up and our main character, Marigold, can't resist the challenge to prove to her that magic is real, even at the risk of losing her home and her heart. So I'm excited to give this a try. I don't know if it's going to be for me, but I hope so. It fell behind. Okay, next up, you're just gonna have to believe me with this one because it says matches Kian's outfit, but I cannot physically show you him because he is not completely dressed. So this matches one item of clothing that he's wearing, but like he doesn't have a shirt on and I'm not gonna show him half clothed. So I am picking for this one the Ministry of Time, not the exact blue. I mean, this is actually kind of the exact blue. And I think there's like red. Oh, I'm not gonna show you his outfit, but you're just gonna have to believe me. This one is like time traveling sci-fi. I am really excited to see what all the hype is about because I feel like I saw this everywhere. Like bookshops were promoting it. It was everywhere in the Goodreads Choice Awards. I think it's a debut. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be for me, but I'm going to try it. Lastly, this is the only book that I could find that matched this one, but who, what, where, when, why, or how in the title. None of the books that I have out from my library or on hold at my library or anything that I could see on my TBR. Besides this one library book that I think is due back in like 2 days. So I did start this towards the end of December, but I just couldn't fit it in. Even though it was short, I was trying to like squeeze in 5-star books to kind of up my average rating. But this is How You Lose the Time War, which I think this is also a sci-fi. It's very short, but I started reading it and I felt like I was a bit lost. So I wasn't like following along. So I don't know how this one's going to go, but if I'm going to not read one, it's probably going to be this one just because I probably have to return it to the library and I don't want to like have it be overdue, especially if someone's got a hold on it after me. So these books, The Grady Hendrix, Blob, and Honeywitch, which fell behind my desk, are the books that I'm planning to read in February. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I am planning to read or reread all the Hunger Games book. I haven't even read the 4th one, but I have read 1, 2, and 3 when I was like, I don't know, sometime in high school. So I'm excited to try them again and see what I think this time around. And my friends are hosting a read along for them, which I will leave linked if you also want to participate in like the discussion at the end. So that's another thing that I am planning to read. I also forgot to mention in this video that my lovely friend Jan is hosting another round of the Jante's Inferno readathon. I did it last year and I had a lot of fun. There's a bunch of prompts. I will leave it all linked below, but I did forget to mention it because I'm not creating my TBR beforehand. I think I'm just going to make my TBR as the readathon begins. So I haven't planned it out yet. But I guess that's all the books I'll talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, let me know what you're reading in February. Let me know if you're joining me for my book club in February. I would love to have you. I'm going to try and do better with the book club this year. Look, 2024 was the second half. I was not the best book club host, but I'm really excited about the picks for this first half of the year and the second half. I've kind of like started planning them. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.